How do you know if you are eating too much sugar?
Well, that's the whole thing. Your body compensates for it for a very long time. So you don't know until those mechanisms are challenged or it can't keep up with the amount that you're consuming. Typically, the warning signs of early diabetes, for example, would be thirst. So polydipsia, you're thirsty constantly, you just want to drink water. Then the other is polyuria. So from having too much sugar in your blood, it translates to having too much sugar in your urine after being filtered in the kidneys. You have bladder irritation and you end up weeing a lot. So you have polyuria, where you get up at night or during the day and you go to the toilet repeatedly. And the third thing is you eat and you don't get full. The 3 Ps, polyphagia, polyuria, and polydipsia of diabetes. But sugar itself, even before developing diabetes, you can imagine you don't get the warning signs until you've really had too much or your body can't compensate with its insulin control, where you get dizzy and you start feeling a bit of indigestion, bloatedness, nausea, for example, from that process. And a very interesting association between sugar intake and eating things like chocolate, for example, and reflux disease. They always say people that suffer from a bit of indigestion and heartburn shouldn't eat chocolate just before going to bed at night, because sugar certainly contributes and worsens the inflammation associated with gastroesophageal reflux disease.
What about fruit? Does natural sugar fall into everything we've been talking about?
So a big difference there between your refined sugars. You have dextrose, you have sucrose, you have fructose, which is the fruit sugar, which is what you're asking about. And by no means am I a dietitian, but what we do know about fructose, obviously, it's sugar that's readily available. It's quickly absorbed, and it's also available immediately for use. So the turnover time of it laying around, being available in the bloodstream for you to use for activities, brain activities, small active tasks in the classroom, etc., it's useful. Whereas your other sugars, your refined sugars, peak your blood sugar level and then drop you on the floor after.
So they're not so useful.
So they're not so useful. They leave you feeling really tired and exhausted when the blood sugar levels then drop.